Epic scream part. You hear those double kicks? Don't they sound really fake? So I'll tell you, when we recorded this album, we did our first album. This is Translate the Name, my last band. We recorded our first album at Love Juice, which was, it's a really famous California recording studio. It's done a billion bands, and some bands that went off to be semi-famous and some famous and whatever. I recorded there with other bands too. That's how I knew about it. But so we did our first album. Wait. Yeah, so this song is from the first album at Love Juice. And the previous song you heard, we recorded at Lunchbox Studios, I want to say, with a engineer from Love Juice. He moved farther and started his own recording studio. And he was just taking on jobs left and right, so he was willing to give us a good price. Cool. Like, he's a Love Juice engineer. Love Juice did a really good work. So we went with them. The studio was fine, whatever. It was far, hard to get to, but, we were a young band in our prime 20s or whatever, and we were fine doing road trips and stuff. It was cool. So yeah, we recorded all the drums, all the guitar, and then all of the vocals. And then I don't know what happened, but after everything was done, we got a call, and it turns out that the recording engineer, it's just him. He didn't mic up the drums properly. Basically, all of the drums that were recorded came from the hi-hat mics above the drum set. So that means no kick drum really, toms were low, snare was low. It was basically just hi-hats and then what you could hear in the background of the hi-hat mic. And, we didn't realize it when we were doing the recording because, whatever, we're not drummers. And I don't even think the drummer noticed with the, the background noise of the drum set. It sounded fine, whatever. But yeah, it wasn't. When he pointed it out and we really listened, we realized, okay, you can't mix the drums at all because you only have the hi-hat mics. So yeah. So they had to re-record all the drums after the fact. Now, if anybody here knows about recording, the drums keep, they start the beat. And we basically play to that beat. And I don't know. I mean, you could be a really amazing drummer and maybe your repetition is really good and your intonation and your rhythm, you know what I mean? To where this could be accomplished. But I mean, our drummer at the time he was young. He was the cousin of the drummer from the Killers, and I don't know, drumming was in their blood. I don't know, but so he was good, but he wasn't that good. So the entire album had drums that were slightly off, and some songs you can't really notice, but some you could really notice. I'll point it out if one of those songs come up. I think Forget a Beretta, that's probably the most noticeable. And I played keyboards and stuff and piano in some of the songs. And, my beat style was a little bit on the the tail end of the beat when I would play the piano. So he played a little bit faster than he did originally when we recorded, so my piano sounds completely off. Yeah. Anyways, I pointed out the double kick in that last song because he recorded the double bass, and it sounds fake, but he actually ended up just the engineer just doubled the speed of the double kick, so it sounded like it was going twice as fast. And I completely regret, because the drummer he could do double kick and stuff, but it was very out of place for the album. So it just sounded like someone turned on like a motorcycle, and it sounded completely fake. Anyways, story time is over. Oop. Hello. I don't know why I always say a random story when I start a stream, but something just pops in my head. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is for you when you're watching this. I think it was Lava, the guy who jumps on my stream sometimes. He mentioned recording like an intro that I could just play at the beginning of the stream, like a pre-recorded, because I always introduce myself and what I do, but I don't know. I don't mind saying it. It's always different. I'm Scott V. Adrian. Nice to meet you. I am the author of Orbem, sci-fi fantasy crossover novel, set in the universe of Orbem. It is a 4-book series. Book 2 comes out July 1st. April, May, June. Less than 3 months. 2.5 months. It's crazy. Considering I'm currently working on feedback from the developmental editor, I can't imagine it being live and out in 2.5 months. But that's what I'm doing. I closed it, so I can't show, but I'm in the middle of working on feedback. Shoot. I'm gonna have to start writing what page I end on. Gotta do 10 pages a day in order to get it done in time. I have 4 weeks to return it for line editing. And then, then it goes through line editing and proofreading. And then it's good from a writing standpoint. Hopefully. I have a feeling I'm going to be releasing a not so fancy first version. I have a cover and stuff, but I might put a little extra time into the paperback and not release it right away. But I'm doing all the typesetting myself, so and I already have really good templates from the first book, so technically if the ebook's ready, it's reflowable, so it's a little different, but I like having the paperback done first because that's like the full content. But I need to find a designer to do all my chapter icons. I don't have time to do it myself. Could. But yeah. I prefer a professional touch. So this is Orbem. Book 2. Oh, and you see here it's got a 4.2, 37 ratings. It's doing alright. My sales rank is pretty good. 45. I like to be in the 20,000s, but I have one under 100, so it's in the first page. And if you want to know what that means, when you go to this top 100 page, mine's on page 2 because they only show 50 per page. It gets to show up on this list like this you see here. And yeah, pretty good. It's a good place to be. I like to be a little higher on the list, and usually I am, but I upped the pricing a little while ago from 99 cents to $4.99, which is kind of like the sweet spot to be in going forward. But you know, it's Kindle Unlimited free, audiobook free with the trial membership, and you know, if you want to get a paperback and smell it, you can get the paperback, which looks like, I don't know, they just have the back and the front cover here. There I am. Wow. Oh, look at that guy. Super cool. Alrighty. So that's the book. But why are we here? We're here because of the video game. This is V1 of Orbem Explorer. And if you check it out, right here, this is the first version of Orbem Explorer. Basically a walk around exploration game, hence the name Orbem Explorer. You walk around and say things about the landmarks you run into. This is all just, you know, JavaScript and whatever. Zero functionality other than walking. It's smooth, and you know, it's a lot of good little tidbits if you've already read the book. I even added an ability to go into Guillemont, which is a completely new map. I just never really filled it out with landmarks, because really there's not a lot of landmarks in Guillemont. They didn't do too much there. Basically, they just, here's the academy, which I think this map is like a church. So yeah, very basic. But what we're doing in this, since this is like an accompaniment to Orbem, like you read the book and then you can play the game and have some fun. Instead, we have this Orbem Explorer. This is, well, this is a standalone RPG video game that I'm developing. Currently developing basically the game engine that will allow me to build the game. So I'm building all the functionality that are going to go into the game before I actually build out the levels and the storyline, cutscenes and stuff. So I'm giving myself the ability to build the game basically. But you'll see here, there's a lot more going on in this. First off, he can change direction. He's not just facing the camera the whole time and doing hammer time dances. And then there's punching. The blue is just a hitbox, so it's not going to stay there. There's magic. Right now I'm clicking these buttons. This gives me 2 different spells. So when I refresh, you'll see now I have 2 spells. This is a shield spell. And you'll see my mana on the purple sides going down because I used the shield. And then this is a fire spell. Shoots out a fireball. Super cool. And yeah, you can go back to punching. Still need to create a hotkey for switching spells and punching. And yeah, this is a very rudimentary map that I developed just just for testing out collision points and stuff. I mean, now in this game, you can't just run through walls and float wherever you want. You also can break things, you know, and you can fight bad guys, which I've killed them all, so there's nobody here. And also, a nice part of this game is transportation. You hold shift and click anywhere on the visible map, and you can transport there. You see? It uses a little bit of that blue line there. That's my transportation power. And yeah, so anywhere I click, I can transport to. And then I run out of power, and you see, look, it's recharging. Whatever, it's solar powered, or it's powered by the heat of his body. I don't know. I didn't go too much into the lore of the recharge, because there is no recharge in the book. They use a perpetual power cell developed by the Harmonians. Yeah, long story. But it gives a better gameplay experience when, you know, you can't just transport the entire time. But using your transportation sparingly, it really changes the dynamics of movement in the game. Being able to go through walls, run away from people, trick them, you know. And then we have items. What? I don't know why that's happening. Maybe because I switched weapons. That's weird. Wait, what? 227. Yeah, so basically, I want to create a standalone game that can get people into the series. They can play the game, and if they want to find out the backstory to it, you know, where it came from, the story of the game, they can read the book. And, you know, it'd be like a lead gen into the book series. Or you can just play the game. Whatever. Just another marketing thing. Just like the music. I also come up with Orbem inspired power metal and other types of music, just to have out there, put the Orbem name out there and the characters and stuff, and the band's name is the Orbem Order. So yeah, just more ways to get internet presence, because if you just look up Orbem on Google, first you'll find Orbem AI, which is a German egg AI detection thing for eggs. But if you scroll low enough and you get past them, you'll see orbemortar.com. So my website's ranking. It's a sci-fi fantasy novel, Orbem. You'll also see Orbem on Amazon. You get to see the book. And then what else shows up? I haven't looked at this in a little while. Here's another Amazon link for the audiobook. And here's Audible. We got the audiobook here too. It's a 5-star rating. Super cool. What else we got here? Yeah, I'm very much competing with Orbem AI, the egg company. But eventually the Harmonian Chronicles will be probably like the main search term, and that's completely not, there's nothing related to that. That's my own wording. Yeah, there we go. What? Yeah. Yeah, if you look up, what? Harmonian. I've never even looked this up before. Oh, look at, there you go. Harmonian Chronicles. Shows up on Goodreads. Amazon. Very cool. Yep, more Amazon. So I also own a bunch of domain names. Harmonian.com. Actually, I don't think I own this one. I own the HarmonianChronicles.com. Nope, it's just HarmonianChronicles.com. Yep, there we go. HarmonianChronicles.com. I own Canonth.com. Is that true? Yep. So I also own Orbem.games, which is going to come in handy when the standalone game exists. It takes you straight to Orbem Explorer right now, but eventually it'll be the standalone game. And yeah, also own ScottVAdrian.com. Takes you to the same website. You know, just so if anybody's trying to search anything, it takes you to the source of truth. Alright. Well, I believe that's enough of an intro. Oh, well, I mean, I should say why I'm on what this is. This is WordPress. I built the entire game in WordPress because that's what my website's built on. It's WordPress. And I'm using WordPress because I am a WordPress programmer. I've been one for 14 years, been a web developer for 20, and this is what I know the most. Vanilla JavaScript and Sass styling. So I wanted to challenge myself. I've built a lot of things in WordPress that maybe aren't conventional, but it's a very powerful content management system, right? And what is a game other than managing content and then triggering events, right? So all the images, all the data, everything's stored in the WordPress MySQL database, or you know, the media library for all the images and stuff. And these are obviously just placeholder items. Oh, looks like I needed both. Placeholder items, right? They're just merch. I also have merch. So if you go to Amazon, you can find the book and you can find merch, Orbem related merch. So that's fun. I also have a store on the website too that just affiliates back to Amazon. But yeah, so we've got a lot built in this game so far. There's a few really big pieces that I need to finish. I think, did I leave off on a bug? I mean, this isn't good, whatever the hell this is. I don't know why I'm getting a console error. One thing I have noticed is that items are not doing what they're supposed to. Like, why are you back? Let's start by fixing some bugs, huh? Looks like that went through, coordinates. Looks like that went through fine. Health, yep. But if I refresh, does it come right back? No, it didn't this time. Yeah. I don't know. It's a little buggy. I expect it. I try to fix bugs. I keep changing what the days are for. I watched one of my old streams and I said Monday, Wednesday, Friday was new, and Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday were bugs, but that's not true because I originally set out Monday, Wednesday, Friday were bugs. So bugs. Well, what I want to do now is test actually if the fireball hurts enemies. So I'm going to reset the game, which I can do simply by clicking new game. And it gives you a little prompt, and you know you're going to lose everything, right? And I don't care. That's the whole point. Okay. So we're good there. Let's double check there's no console errors. So now, let's get Brazier. I'm going to need that spell. Cool. We have Brazier. The reason I put these little temp buttons here because the leveling system is going to give you spells as you progress in the game. Let's collect these items for later. Cool. And I have retrieval points here. You can see these are my items. I don't have any weapons or gear right now. Those are new things I want to develop. But yeah, we have items. Here's a health item. Here's a mana item. Alright. And now let's go to a new area. This new area has 2 enemies. Oh, here we go. What do we got? New map items. Something is definitely wrong. Let us... Okay, what did we get here? This did not work. Alright, something's up with the new area API endpoint. Let's find out what that is. So save enemies fine. Right? Yeah, we fixed... That's what I fixed at the end of yesterday's stream. But what about new area? There's character points, add spell. I think it's at the top. Oh, area. Is this it? Yeah, get over area. Okay. So it looks like the payload was fine. Let's double check that's true. Got an internal error. Looks like the payload is area CEO office 1. That's just the area and then the user ID. Okay. That's fine. And then position is CEO office. Cool. I'm guessing it has something to do with the map items or something, because I was working a lot in those to get to fix the enemy. So what do we got here? Explore point and post type. It's definitely not that. The explore point is an Orbem area, or an explore area. And then we have all of these. None of those should trigger anything. Probably not. And then type? Maybe? No. Maybe not. Should be fine. So what's going on here? We got post type false inner. Okay. Dead ones. Ah, that's why. Dead ones is only defined here. So let's set up a default for dead ones. Equals a nada. Oh wait, no, we want dead ones. Yeah, but okay. Yeah, we want dead ones, but let's define that up here. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. Let's see if this works now. Well, doesn't look like that fixed it. Still internal. Well, let's try again. Hold on. Continue. Nope. Alright, that wasn't the error. Wonder what it is. So if explore enemy is the post type and explore point name is not inside the dead ones, or explore enemy is not the post type. Cool. Then do all this. Not seeing anything major. What? Mixed. Huh? The hell are you talking about? Okay. Nothing's sticking out to me. Unfortunately, internal, you know, critical error or whatever isn't very telling. So let's do this. Let's return some var dumps and see where it fails before we just assume it's in the map HTML. Get Orbem area. Cool, cool, cool. So let's do this. We'll start with you. Explore points. Well, let's start with this. This is what I meant to do. Var dump. Good. Okay. Var dump. Good 2. And so on and so forth. Var dump. Good 3. So this will tell us where it fails, so we know what function to fix. I could use xdebug for this, but I don't know. I like my good method right now. Okay. Now let's run this again. Let's get out of here so it doesn't run right on load. And we'll see what we get. Okay. Michael in the house, the PHP wizard. Yep, I have to be a PHP wizard right now, man. I have a rando ass internal server error that I need to figure out. Okay, what do we got? Good, good 2, good 3, and then it fails. Alright, well, we know where it fails. After good 3. So I was right to go to that function. Okay. Well, let's find out why get map item HTML is not working. I thought I fixed it with the whole dead ones default. Maybe that still is a problem because it doesn't exist. So this wouldn't be an array. So let's actually double check that. Dead ones equals false equals empty. Dead ones, then dead ones. Otherwise, let's just do an empty array. This could just fix it. Alright, let's get out of there. Let go. Alright. And go. Yeah, that was it. Alright, cool. First bug is done. Oh, I tend to create bugs as I fix bugs, so we'll see. Alright, I triggered the shooter. He is shooting me. Okay, well, I found another bug. He's not hurting me. Why? I just fixed something where him shooting was causing health to himself. So, that probably ended up somehow conflicting with my health. So let's first of all double check that he's not losing health randomly. Alright. Okay, nope, so he's still good. Full health. I just need to make sure that my projectiles are hurting me. So let's get into the JavaScript. And we'll look for the projectile. Okay, shoot projectile. Yep. Which shooting is working fine. It's more about where do I hurt myself? I think it's actually during my collision points. So let's keep looking at projectile actually. Move enemy, no, not that. It's on my movement area. Nope. Here we go. So yeah, projectile is one of the collision points. So we'll show up here. And it's not a breakable, it's not an enemy. Here we go. So I always like to add this. If projectile, then if projectile collides with player, then, you know, take health of player. This is where I'm supposed to lose health, which means that value's either not coming up with projectile, or my current health is wrong. Current health exists and 0 is less than current health. 0 is definitely less than current health. Wait. That doesn't make any sense. How would I... Current health doesn't make sense. Hold please. This needs actually to be this. I don't know why this ever worked. I don't think this is why it's broken, but let's see. I'm currently getting shot right now. And it's not doing jack. Why are you trying to shoot me, bro? Why are you so bad at it? Okay, let's refresh and get shot. Alright, I got a trigger, walk in the door, shoot me. Why is he so bad at shooting me? Oh, there we go, it worked. Huh. I don't remember having that logic be wrong before, so that's kind of weird. Okay, well, whatever, it's working. Alright, bug 2 solved. I'll shoot in and grab water. That's fine. Okay, well now let's test out the fireball and see if it actually works. I want to see if it hurts the enemies before I get killed. And then I should probably add a dead system, because right now, even if I lose all my health, I don't die. Alright, he has 100 health. So let's turn on the fire spell and shoot him. Okay. I can confirm that it does nothing. And I could guess why. Because when I shoot this fire spell, I'm actually... where is my weapon? Wait, where is my weapon? That's weird. It should be above or below my character. Oh wait, here it is. What the hell? What? Am I blind? Okay. So here we go. It's map weapon, but when I shoot it, it turns to magic weapon. And then it creates a new one. Okay, so let's see. I don't believe... Hope I'm not distracting. Are you using request animation frame in this game? I'm not. Because I'm not using animation. Though, I just saw that. Request animation frame. Yeah, I just saw this when I was trying to look up how to delete an interval. I mean, I know how to delete, but like the logic behind it. And I didn't really understand what it does. It tells the browser you wish to perform an animation. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but what is an animation technically to them? Is it... Here we go. So request animation frame step. But what's an animation? Is it like translate? Like transition? No. What is an animation? So we got the element to animate. Step. Start. Whatever. Start. Whatever. Honestly, not important. I just remember using it when I coded Tetris in E6. Yeah. But I'm like... Oh, wait, here we go. So, map.min is used here to make sure the element stops at exactly 200 pixels. Okay, so it's using count. And it's moving something. 200 pixels. Using translate. Which, I use translate to move the projectiles. So technically I could use request animation frame, but what is it doing? So if elapsed is less than... Elapsed is timestamp. I guess that's like a timing. They're just getting the timestamp from... Previous timestamp. Window.request. If not done, I could be wrong. Might have something to do with the refresh rates. Yeah, like what's the point of this? So we're getting the frame. Oh, okay. Wait, what is step? Step is the function. Okay. So this calls a function. Oh, it provides a timestamp where the current frame is at. I'm like trying to figure out the use case here. Maybe there's a better one here. Okay. Animate. Timestamp. Cool. We're going to request the animation frame. That sounds right, honestly. Yeah. And then the first frame is... Oh, yeah. See, this is what I thought it was going to do. Use the animate function. Oh, no. That's not a function. That's just a function they created. This is like losing animation. What the fuck is the use case, though? Uses current time to set a 0 value before the first call to blah. Aligns with the timestamp argument, so the 0 value is equivalent to the 0th frame. Is it just for timing? Maybe? Well, it's compatible everywhere. Yeah, but I saw this when I was looking up, like clear interval or something else. I was like, ooh, animation frame. Like, that's something new I'd never even seen before. I don't know. Maybe it would solve an issue that I don't know yet. I'm going to keep it in mind, but I still don't exactly understand, like, in what scenario you would need it. Maybe if you need the frame number during an animation sequence, which I guess what they're considering animation is any transition movement, CSS transition movement, which might be cool to do things like in the middle, because right now there's no way for me to know when the transition hits halfway. Like, maybe you could tell that if you know the frame amount, and you can like trigger a functionality halfway through. I don't know, it might be cool. It's for performance. It says browsers typically optimize that method to prevent unnecessary rendering when the web page is in a background. Okay, so maybe it's like avoiding running an animation when it's not needed or something. That's just one use case. Good old AI. Yeah, it's fine. I'll remember it exists. What was I doing? Oh, I'm out of health. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to shoot him, but he ain't dying. So I need to double check that the hurt enemies function. I need to make sure. Oh, see, this is what I thought. So I'm passing this. Let's double check that this is even working. Alright. Nah, you're not messing me up, man. I like conversing while I'm working on this. It's really boring for me to just talk to myself, I'm sure, the whole time. It syncs with the browser's repaint cycle. So I guess it's just for higher refresh rates. I don't know, man. I need like real world examples. I need to know, like, I use this because when my logo was fading in from opacity, 0 to 1, I needed it to not run unless this happened, or I don't know. I need like a real use case so I can get the concept. Okay, now let's check the console and see what happens. No. No. Okay, so it's gonna be null until I shoot him, I'm guessing. So let's do that. Okay, did it change? Did it change? Doesn't seem like it changed. No. Alright, well. Doesn't look like the enemy's getting called. Oh no, it is getting called. Duh. It just doesn't seem like it's doing anything. So let's do this instead. It'll only call... Oh shit. It'll only call if it exists. So, in what scenario do I add Magic L, though? That's the main thing. Okay, right here. So that's if the class... Okay, so when do I... Okay, magic weapon. So this is where things get interesting. Because I switch it to magic weapon as it's flying towards the enemy. And then when it hits, it goes away and it starts as map weapon again. So I assumed that Magical would exist at some point during the flying. But maybe it just doesn't collide long enough where it could take damage. It just doesn't seem like it's colliding at all. Yeah, also, this shouldn't be getting hit unless... Oh, yeah. Well, because there's a bunch. Okay, so Magic L. So let's see if this actually gets hit at all. Because maybe I just lost it within the nulls. It's just too hard to read. Alright. Refresh. Continue. Okay, so let's see. Does... Ah, shit. I'm out of mana. Wait, I think I have a mana item. Yes. Let's use this. Alright, we got some more mana. Alright, here we go. Show. Okay. Welp. It looks like it did something. And it looks like something broke. Very cool. So I think we definitely know what the problem is. Weapon L is not getting found. And Weapon L... Oh, that's why. Weapon L is not getting found. Okay, this is what I need to do. I need to stop passing this as if it's a different thing. I just need to pass it as the, you know, the weapon. And then switch it at a different point. So let's do this. Cool. 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 Awesome. So now let's go to hurt enemy where I'm using it. Let's stop doing this junk. And let's just rewrite weapon. I mean Magic L. I mean Weapon L. Alright. If Weapon L of Magic L, then we're going to reset Weapon L to Magic L. Cool. So we know no matter what, Weapon L is going to exist. Reset weapon element as magic element. Bum-ba-dum. So what happened with that job you were talking to me about? I saw you were looking for new work again. The fall through, I'm guessing. Feel free not to talk about it if you don't want to. And for those of you who do not know, because I don't know how you would, anybody watching this, but Michael, who's in YouTube chat right now, I've known him for a long time. We've been in the same worlds and worked together off and on, kind of. So he's also a web developer. Pulling teeth. You love Shopify. Company, wasn't it? That makes sense. Yeah, Shopify's cool. I still have my share this app there. Okay, ready? Here we go. Let's shoot fire again. And then let's see what happens. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't expect that to fail again. That means... Wait, what the hell? Oh, it's dying before that. Why is it dying before that? Yeah, right here. Wait, what? Breakable. The value is not breakable. What is weapon L then? Okay, let's double check. Console.log. Weapon L. Yeah, this should work. Huh. Yeah, man, the web developer world, when it comes to jobs, I know it's definitely changed over the years, but one thing that's true is that there's always going to be more work, whether it's freelance, agency work, or, a nice cushy full-time job. It just depends where you are in the industry. Because if you're, shooting for mom and pop shops, then, you're in the freelance world, right? And you're just making anything and up and keeping them afloat, with your little bits of work, and you get your bits of pay for whatever hours you work for them. But if you, start getting into the big companies, like when I was working for Disney or Warner Brothers, companies like that, then it's the other extreme. They have all the money in the world and they'll pay you a lot, but you're very disposable, right? They're not really as reliant on you because they could just get anybody. So that makes it hard on developers. Yeah, I loved working at Tesla. It was a dream job. Yeah, like that. Tesla. Giant company, and they have all the money in the world to pay contractors or even hire them full time. But at the end of the day, a lot of those companies that are giant have a lot of little teams in them, right? So when you're part of one of these little teams, team could get dissolved, the project could end, and they have no need for your skill set anymore, and maybe there's just nowhere to move you, and then you're kind of asked out. That's why when you find a company that has clear career paths, like, do anything to get in. Be an intern. Because when they give you clear career paths, I'm talking not just your 30, 60, 90, like when you first start and your training and stuff. I'm talking about career paths as in, oh, my next level is senior engineer. My next level is lead engineer. And now I'm manager, senior manager, individual contributor. Like, they give you this career path, and as long as you stay on the straight and narrow, do your job, contribute, go above and beyond to a point that doesn't kill you, and just show that you're willing to ask questions and collaborate, then you keep moving forward in that career path because they already defined it for you. Fortunately, it takes a really good manager to fight for you. Yeah, it's rare, I think. Should clip that advice. Yeah, I will. I like to do these little talking interludes because it gives me shorts juice. But yeah, like I'm saying, if you find the company, and I'm trying to think, there's probably a telltale sign when it comes to their job descriptions and stuff like that. If they mention career path in their job descriptions, if like they're trying to sell you the job and they mention that there's growth, career growth, that goes a long way, as opposed to, oh, hey, I'm offering you an extra $100 a paycheck, which is awesome up front. But if you're going to be canned in a year, then you're just going to be the same fucking spot that you were when you started, you know? And that's really frustrating. Yeah, so my main advice would be really try to find those jobs that are hiring for the long term, even if the short term gains aren't as lucrative as maybe another job. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because I mean, shit. When I was working at Warner Brothers, I mean, the pay was twice as much as I had ever made before. And it was the worst job ever. Money was great, but it was full of people who had no idea what they were doing with WordPress. The team lead only used third-party themes and plugins to develop their little microsites, and wasn't a programmer. She was like a marketer that they just said, "Oh, you're really good at managing people or whatever, so manage the team." And then I walk in 10 years or whatever, 6 years as a WordPress programmer, and I'm like, what is going on? They asked me to, to make a site with a certain functionality. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll build it. He's like, no. Just find the plugin that does it and, and make it work or whatever. So they ended up having to shoehorn me into building an integration with Microsoft Azure and like Teams, like basically building an internal calendar system for them in their websites, in their WordPress site, and integrating Okta login for their sites, which, yeah, Azure's a nightmare. Yeah, it's crazy. It goes really deep. Yeah, Azure stuff. I think the problem is that their API is shit, or it was at least back when I was doing this. This was 2018 or something. Maybe it was like 6 years ago. No, it was longer than that. Yeah, it was like 7 or 8 years ago. Their APIs and documentation was just so confusing. And I got there eventually, but ChatGPT didn't exist. Stack Overflow was shit. It's just really hard to figure out. You're not an Azure developer to figure that out on the fly. Yeah, that was rough. But yeah, ended up running out of work. Ran out of work at Universal too. Same thing. They brought me in to like knock out their working on the Carrie Underwood site and just knocking out awesome WordPress stuff, and then they're like, oh shit, no more WordPress work. And then they had me they moved me to a team that was building a new application in Builder.io in TypeScript, and I'm just like, okay. And I was just learning TypeScript for no reason and working in Builder.io, which is a really cool framework, but I'm like, dude, I could have built everything you're doing right now in WordPress alone, and you have 7 guys building this application in Builder.io. Learning TypeScript is super valuable. Yes. These days it's basically the go. Like that's what you should be using when you're working on like in Next.js or something like that. You should just be using TypeScript. And even back then, it was like, yeah, this is what we should be using. I mean, having everything typed, and it just the factor of like reducing bugs is so high with TypeScript, because you just get what you get, that all the other languages have copied. I mean, PHP has all their typing, and it didn't copy TypeScript, but I mean, like, languages have focused more on that, like typing, input, output, and all that kind of stuff a lot more, which has been great. But at the end of the day, my advice for anybody who wants to be able to work anywhere is learn vanilla JavaScript. I'm not just biased because that's all I use now, But if you know vanilla JavaScript, you can work in React, you can work in CopyScript, you can work in Next.js, you can work in Node, you can work in anything, because it's all JavaScript frameworks. And even if you don't know all the fun, routes, use states, and dealing with states and all that kind of stuff, you could do all the functionality around that. And then you learn all this states and all the fun React stuff after that. But yeah, shit, I'm building this whole video game in vanilla JavaScript. You can just do whatever you want. Super easy. All right, let's figure out actually what this is saying. I need to know. Yeah, that works. Vanilla JS for the win. Here we go. Punch. Oh no, I don't want to punch. I want to do this. Alright. Well, that didn't work. Huh. Yeah, it just kind of died. Why is this not working? Alright, well, let's get out of this for each first of all. And let's go here. Because I just don't want to see it die. I really wish I could... How do you pause the console from like going crazy? Console. No. Not preserve log. And this just deletes everything. Live expression? I don't even know what the hell that is. Well, let's see if I can just go through and find the point where it failed. So yeah, that's the map weapon. Oh, let's just search for magic weapon. Magic. Magic. Okay. Magic is empty. Oh no, magic weapon, here we go. So it did show up. Okay. So now let's see where the errors are. How do I filter to errors? Oh, here. Give me errors. I don't want that. I want errors. You bitch. Wait, default level. Oh, here we go. I don't want info. I want errors. Aha! Okay. Alright, man. Thanks for jumping on, man. Thank you. I will have a good session. I'll be here for another 40 minutes, but yeah. Get some sleep, man. I know it's a lot earlier for you than me, but I'll catch you on the next one. Okay. So the error is loading. Do you mind? Okay, whatever. I know what the error is. I know the error is this. It's not existing, but it has to exist because I'm setting it. So does that mean that map weapon and magic weapon don't exist at some point? Well, then I'm just gonna have to do this. If weapon L I mean, obviously, that's how you solve it. Okay. Let's see if that does it. Just check if it exists. Alrighty. Okay. We're good. Let's go here. Now, let's check his health and see what's up. Burp. I'm almost out of mana. Let's make this count. Okay. His health is at 100. First, let's punch him. Okay. His health went down. Now, let's shoot him with fire. Nothing. Well, hold on a second. Now that... yeah, there's not an error anymore, but let's see. I need to see if the weapon is coming out correct. Because I feel like it's not. Let's double check that this is getting hit at all. Okay, yeah, because this is only for breakable, so yeah, this isn't going to help us. This is what we need. We need her enemy to work. So let's go here. Let's go in here. And console log the weapon. And do it in here. Let's see if this is working. I might cut out a little early tonight. I'm contemplating sleeping. Okay. I would like to fix this though. I want to get the fire killing people. Alright, let's shoot. Hurt. Oh shit, I ran out of mana. Restart. Alright, let us collect. Alright, let's transport, because I don't want to punch me the whole time. Alright, first let's punch him. Let's see what happens. Whoa, what the hell? He hurt me. He killed me. Interesting. Only because I ran into him. Whatever, you shouldn't run into him, but... okay. So this is wrong. What the hell? His health went down, didn't it? But I didn't get a console log error. Yeah, look at that. His health went down. How the hell did your health go down, but this console log didn't get hit? There's no way it could get past this console log. Hold on. Let's rebuild. Yeah. This is definitely before anything. Oops. Oh, I'm doing errors only. Idiot. Okay. It worked. Great. Now, let us try... Shit. One more reset. Okay, now let's try with fire. Nothing. But if I punch... something. Okay, we can definitely confirm that the weapon is not getting past, obviously. Value should be. So what's the big fucking deal, bitch? What's the big fucking deal, bitch? You know what it is, I think? No, because this isn't part of me either. I was gonna say maybe it's because it's part of me, but it's not anymore. It's completely outside of my character. So... so this definitely exists. Right? Yes. But it just seems like weapon L is not doing what I want. So does that mean that magic weapon is not working? I thought it was. I thought I saw it working. Magic L. Let's just double check again that this is working. Okay. Use your magic. Shoot. Okay. Yeah, so it exists. Great. That didn't hurt him, right? Boop, 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 boop. Nope. Boop, boop, boop. Wait a second. Did that hurt him? I think it did. Why? It did. Why is it working? Why is it working all of a sudden? Son of a bitch. Well, that didn't work. Okay. Do I have to be close enough? Why isn't it working every time? Wait, why isn't it shooting? Oh, I ran out of mana. Why is it not working? Hold on. Okay, hold on. That worked. That worked. Seems like there's like a lag. really takes a second. But it is working every time. What if I shoot him from below? Oh, I ran out of mana again. Son of a bitch. Okay. It works. There's definitely some logic that needs updating to make shooting the fireball better, because I mean, obviously, I mean, you could spam it if you want, but like, it's not letting you spam it. It waits till it hits before you can shoot another one. Just wonder if I could do it better. So, yeah, whatever. We'll save that for another day. What I wanted to happen happened, and it worked, so that's good. And punching still works. Fight, bitch. Oh no, I don't have Tarka, so he's gonna push me until he dies. Die, you little bitch. Cool, you did. Alright. Solid. Good. We fixed a few bugs. Very happy. It's definitely some lagginess. Yeah, so what's up? What's next on the docket? I don't know. Like I said, we could get into here and start working on the final piece of the points puzzle, which is this little yellow bar here, and that's XP. Which actually, I think I want to put that at the bottom. I don't know why I have the charging thing first. Let's move that. I feel like it should be underneath. Where's point? That's magic. Settings, storage. Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's put the points bar at the bottom. Just feel like the little one needs to be there. And so yeah, we could work on weapons and gear next. We could work on the leveling system. We could add more spells. Though I feel like now I can add as many spells as I want. They're either going to be a protection spell or they're going to be a shooter spell. But I had some ideas. Come here. Oh, been trying to get my big dog in stream, but he won't come in. We'll get him one day. I think my wife's gonna get a treat, so I can get him to come up. This is the big black lab, the newest addition to our crew. He's he'll be 2 this year in October. He's about almost 70 pounds. Let's see if I can get him with a treat. Come here, Sullivan. Come to me, boy. Come here. Come here. Here. Come here. Up. Come here. Come on. Come on. Yeah, come on. Why are you so stupid? Come here. Come here. Jump up. Why doesn't he want to jump up? He always does it when you don't want him to. Come here. Come here. It's right here. Go get it. Come here. Give me your paws. Jump up. What a psycho. I can't believe he doesn't want to jump up here. But he does it every day while I'm working. Oh my god, you're the worst. Alright, whatever. I'll get him. I'll get him one day. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just kind of like at a point right now in the game where I don't want to start something this late in the stream. But I'm guessing what I want to do next is maybe gear. Or maybe a new weapon. I don't know. I've been working on weapons and magic, which are pretty much the same thing. So maybe that's not... You know, there's no real need. Basically, all I'm going to do is I'm going to create weapons that make your hitbox, you know. Right now, my only weapon is fists, right? So I'm just going to make weapons that have, like, a bigger hitbox, or they, like, swipe instead of just, like, punching straight. But that's a really late in the game thing. Real quick, I want to rename this damn thing, because it's not storage, it's goddamn retrieval points. And I keep saying that. This is the big part of the book. Retrieval points. Basically, Graham, you know, he invents personal wormhole transportation, right? So he gets creative on usages for that. So, I mean, here, look, I can transport. So, transporting is part of the game. But retrieval points are basically utilizing the transport technology to transport items from a predetermined shelf or whatever, a physical shelf, into his hand and back. He sets up these macros ahead of time. He sets up where the shelves are. Whatever's on those shelves, he can, you know, transport to his hand. And he also has a macro that can just transport anything from his hand to wherever he can think of. And he used that for, you know, getting rid of weapons and ripping a guy's hand off. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyways. Now it should be retrieval points. Let's refresh. There you go. Retrieval points. Much better. My wife's still trying to get the dog to come up. I got a toy. Come here. Come on. Why don't you want to come say hi to me? Come up. Get in the camera. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah. I hate you. Oh god, he almost destroys my office. Forget it, is what I say. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I launched that short today of me recording in my recording studio / movie theater. I think I'm gonna bring a light in when I do the actual stream of a song that I'm gonna record, because it's so dark in there. All you can see is like a little bit of my face and then the stars. Also, the angle was horrible. I look like a psychopath. and I need to turn the mic down when I'm, the OBS mic input way down because I had to do it in the video editing process. I had to basically turn the volume down when I was actually recording. Yeah, a lot of things I learned in that little tidbit of a video. But yeah, I think I want to do it again. Honestly, it just shows how easy it is to record things for me. I know it might. I have setups, that make it easy for me. Like I could just bring my computer with my mic. I use this mic. It's the Yeti Blue. It's a good quality mic. I just walk it down, and as long as I have some lyrics and some music, I have GarageBand open on this computer, and I just go ahead and record. And I mean, I've been making music for like 20 years, so, and writing melodies and writing lyrics and writing songs. So it's I can do it pretty quickly. I was tested for perfect pitch. I don't like talking about it, because I don't know how to read music, and I don't just because I know what a note is in my head compared to another note, I don't know what it's called. So I can't really show off perfect pitch. But yeah, my dad tested me back in the day when I was younger. But yeah, it's it's fairly interesting, and it doesn't take that long. So what I want to do is watch me recording, coming up with the melodies on the fly, recording them on the track. Crooktooth should have, my buddy mentioned he's going to have a song that has a lot more singing on it, because most of the songs right now are a lot of screaming, and I just kind of add some backing singing and stuff like that just to make it more interesting. But yeah, the next song he said is going to have a lot more singing parts, so it'll probably be interesting to watch. Because yeah, in person my screams are very annoying to hear. I mean, my high screams, as you could see in the short. The lower screams are a little more brutal. Like a little more cool or whatever. My pig squeals. But yeah, the high screams can get pretty annoying. And it looks kind of funny when I do it. But yeah, it'll be good to see the singing, and then I'll do a transition and we'll come up back into my office and do the whole editing process, which is basically me picking which versions of the tracks sound the best, making sure everything's leveled properly. I already have some pretty good predefined EQs and reverb and all that kind of stuff, so I probably won't be messing around with that too much. But yeah, just editing it together, find the best parts. I pretty much know when I have enough recorded to where I can just go up and make it work. So yeah, we'll run through that process, and that could be one of the streams. Yeah, only thing is I usually record more during the day, so it won't be, at my normal stream time, I'm guessing. It'll probably be more, 7, 8 p.m. Eastern. So maybe I'll just stream the recording part, and then maybe that later that night on my normal stream time I can do the music production editing. Or I'll just record it. I'll just come up with a video and put it on YouTube. I don't know. We shall see. Okay, first off, let's make sure. Do we have a custom post type for gear? I don't think we do. Nope, we have magic. Oh, we have weapon. Yeah, because I have fists. But we have points. Was I gonna make gear a point? Like a collectible? I think that's what I was gonna do. Yeah. So if we are gonna do gear, it's gonna be like this. Add new post. We're gonna make this cloak of what? It'll boost health maybe? Or boost mana. Cloak of magic. Cool. And then let's steal... Oh wait, I already have this. Let's steal this mana test. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Cool. This is going to be a mana boost. It's going to be a collectible. But I need to create a new type. So it can't just be a collectible or a breakable. I also need to create a new type called gear, because this will save in the gear menu. That, or I need to create a new value type. Maybe a sub-value type. How should I do this? No. So it's either a new custom field or it's a new type. Because weapon is its own post type, so I don't need to make anything for that. But gear is it's going to be a collectible that, you know, you can use. Same way, use or drop. But instead of it being used like in consumed, it's going to be an equip. So I'm actually going to say equip. And then we'll actually, I think there's, what is it with the class? Yeah, instead of use button, it's going to be a quit button. And that'll have a different functionality than use. So shit, maybe that's it. Maybe it's just if it has an equip button and it's a collectible, then it's a gear, right? And like I said, weapon's gonna be its own thing, so even though it is technically equipable and a collectible, it's different. Yeah. Meh. Yeah. I think this is good. Yeah, I'll publish that. Where should we put it? Let's put it in the CEO office. Let's give it a cool image. I don't know. Of a hoodie. Let's give it a height and width. We'll just go 100. 100. Let's give it a new starting position. And let's go into the office. Okay. We're in the office. Let's put it like right here. Which will be... I'm just going to use my own position to find out what that is. Okay. Which is not what I meant to do. Okay. So 25. So we'll do 3,000 and 2,400. 3,000, 2,400. 3,000, 2,400. Oh, I put the value wrong. So yeah, what will this do? It'll give you a boost of 10 extra mana. Let's do 20, so it's a little more noticeable. I really do need a way of determining that this is a gear item, though. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to give it another category. I just have to. There. Now it's a gear and a mana. Okay. So that should be good. And if I refresh, it should pretty much just show up right there. And he is magic. So now technically, oh no, this is gonna give me mana. Yeah. I was gonna say it would just show up in here. But I need to make it show up in gear. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, so we have a good starting off point for tomorrow. I'll get the gear working. I'll get it equipable. I'll make it... I need to figure out how to define what it looks like. I'm guessing I'll just make the feature image the thing that goes on top of my character. So it's obvious. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's it for me. Thanks for everybody who has jumped in and out of the stream tonight. I hope this was interesting at least, if not entertaining. And that you look forward to seeing where this goes. So I'm interested to see where this goes to. But yeah, I'm going to cut out about 10 minutes early. Try to get some sleep. So thank you.